hope y'all ready. My tank on full, you know unleaded. I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it. My name gon' hold up, my team gon' hold up, my name gon' hold up, my team gon' hold up, my shots gon' fire, my team gon' roll up, my Nazi twice, my queen gon' roll up. I hope y'all ready, you know I'm ready. I rain all day, you know confetti. I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it.
Miss me with that bullshit.
You're not a gang member, you're a tourist. I be blacking out.
All right, A-League episode 67. We in the car. They kicked us out the building. You already know how it go down. We got David in the building. We got Jeremy in the building. We got Keem in the building. And we got Eric.
Hello, ladies.
We got Eric on the phone from New York, man. How you doing, Eric, bro?
I'm doing alright, but I miss y'all. Okay.
It ain't the move. It ain't the move in New York.
I saw a rat. I saw a rat the size of a raccoon.
You got a pet rat yet? You named him?
No, not yet. But it's about to be that way.
Facts. They've been saying facts all the time. Facts be.
It's too much. Everybody's in bubble coats, man. Bubble coats. It's just too much, bro.
Man, that's crazy. But we gonna get into it. I think our first topic is Black Panther. You know, Black Panther coming out next weekend. Soundtrack just came out this weekend. Premieres, advanced screenings been going on the last couple weeks. The biggest stars in Black Hollywood been showing love to it. Everybody's saying it's really good. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 98. And I think Get Out got like 100. Yeah. So, you know, if it's up to Get Out's level, then, you know, that's a big deal, man. How y'all feeling about Black Panther?
I think this is the most excited about a movie that I've been in a long time. I mean, I'm excited about the Avengers movie, but I'm really excited about this just because of the, you know, it's a black movie, and then there's a lot of, we getting our turn to show that we can make movies like this too. So, and then I'm just a fan of the character. I really like what I saw out of him in the Captain America movie, so I'm really excited to see how they pull back the layers of this character and see what the character really could be.
I'm with you, Jeremy. I mean, just the fact that, the cultural significance is what really gets me about this movie. Like you said, the idea of a black superhero is just something that I feel like it just has that cultural significance. And I feel like it's one of those things where, like y'all said, there is, definitely lots and lots and lots of excitement, and that's part of it. But other than that, I think that even looking past that, it's probably going to be a really, really, really great movie. Like, I would not be surprised if when we look back at 2018 that this ends up being, one of the top 5 or top 3 grossing movies of 2018. Like, I think this mess is gonna make bank.
I would say it would be the best superhero movie, but then we got Avengers coming out this year also. So
I think this is gonna be better than the Avengers.
It's not.
Maybe
that's putting the expectations unfairly too high for it, because this is a solo movie about one hero and one character, and versus the Avengers, who have had maybe 20 movies to develop their characters and their personalities. Whereas this guy, you got a little bit of introduction to his character in Civil War, but now we got his own movie, and you get to see him in his homeland. And I just think it's great that they're going to Africa to make the movie, and we'll get to see that part of the movie. Like, we won't see him as a part of the Marvel, universe. It'll just be about him. That's what I appreciate about it.
Man, after 2008 when Iron Man first came out, like Infinity War would be like where it all comes down to. And it's like over, that's like 10 years. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't dare put Black Panther over Infinity War. But yeah, I'm very excited for the film. Just finding social media is like, you swear that this is Black Panther, like the Black Panther movie that's coming out. It sounds like they're gonna shimmy, they're gonna wear dashikis, and
yeah.
I'm just like, oh, y'all know this is a comic book movie, right?
Yeah, it's not. That's something I think is being lost, is that it is a comic book movie, and that people keep saying, it's a black superhero, right? But it's not like he's the only black superhero. Like are people just going to ignore that the Falcon has been in how many movies now?
It's been a lot.
And then you got Blade, who had 3 movies before.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson.
And you got
Glover,
Nick Fury
Superman.
as Samuel Jackson playing Nick Fury. That's a hero. So let's back down on some of the, this is our hero, this is the only hero we got. No, it's not. It's just, this is the first time that they will get a solo movie in the Marvel comic book cinema universe.
I think the way that black people are going to come out for this movie is like similar to when Obama was first elected. It's like black people that are never going to vote again in their lives voted in 08. And they didn't even come back in 2012 to vote again. So it's going to be like 2008 where no one really knew anything about politics. They never voted in their life, but they're going to, show all the support for Barack Obama because he was our first one. Yeah. And this is kind of like the first one with Marvel where the main character is black and all the characters and supporting cast around him is black. And so I think it's going to be like that, where all black people are going to be like, yeah, we black, we united.
Say it loud, we black and we proud.
I agree with you, Rashad. I bet a lot of people don't even know that. First of all, a lot don't know that he's a part of a bigger universe,
right? And
that he's a Marvel hero. I think a lot of these people just think they're just making a Black Panther movie,
right?
It's just because,
right?
Yeah, like perfect timing.
Yeah, they don't necessarily know that this leads up to the Avenger movies, and
who is Winter Soldier? What's he doing here?
Yeah, why is he here? Why is Captain America in this movie? But
where's Beyonce?
David made a good point when you said I wouldn't compare it to the Avenger movies. I would compare it more to the Iron Man movie, where how that movie did. I would compare it to that. Like that's the kind of success we're looking for it to have. It's not gonna touch what the Avengers has been able to do.
I mean, I'm hoping that people don't use their fire sticks. And
I don't think black people are gonna do that with this. I think black people are gonna go to the movie.
I don't know. They'll see the movie, but they might not see it in the theater.
You're right. You're right.
They're like, I ain't paying no $15 for no ticket.
I can't cap. I think that's probably.
Hey,
I ain't no snitch, but I know some people in my family. I won't say specific how they related to me. Some people in my family might do that.
Fire stick and who knows what, man. It's like, I don't know if they do bootlegs. I haven't seen that in a while. So
what do you on that?
What do you think, Eric? You excited to see the movie?
But hell yeah.
You gotta pay like $30 to go see a movie, don't you?
In New York?
I went to see a movie last night here that cost me $16, man.
Wow.
For one ticket, yeah.
You were flying solo?
Anyway, I went solo, man. It's good, I went by myself.
You got the woman?
Hey, chill.
I don't know what that means.
Look, I went by myself, okay? By myself.
And you met someone there?
Yeah, okay.
No, I don't know what you talking about. You the feds. You like the feds right now. I went by myself, which I will do the same when Black Panther comes out this week. I'll fly solo.
You ain't going by yourself to Black Panther.
Yes, smart. What you mean?
You right.
Eric's smart, man. He ain't trying to pay no $32 to go see no movie.
No, I'm saying you ain't got to go on a date. You could go with someone you seen at the subway. I don't know.
Bro,
it's Gotham. You got to watch your money up there.
It's really expensive to go to a movie as a couple. I can vouch for that.
Thanks.
It really is, man. Like popcorn these days is like $10 now.
I say you ain't had to take them on a full-fledged date. Y'all could go as friends, quote unquote.
Man, you
don't have to pay nothing. You
mess around and spend $60 to watch a movie, man.
2018. It's 2008. Ain't no friends no more in 2018.
Dang, you saying just straight dates?
It's straight dating, man. I can't do that. And at this point in time, hell no. Alright? They ain't doing it. No, I'm excited about the movie though. Like Ryan Coogler, Michael B, all these guys just like, I did say I was worried about Michael B's acting. And from the reviews, they said he did really well as Kilimanjaro, but that's pretty dope. Either way, I think the movie's gonna be one of those things like, looking back, I like how King said it, but looking back, we're gonna be like, yo, this is pretty dope. Like, this happened. Like, an actual black superhero movie, when he has his own wealth, he's not a sidekick, or he's not just like a side prop or whatever. Like, he's his own, like, king. I think that's the dopest thing about it. Like, reading about it and seeing how much time they put into it, Everybody's like, all of them went through all this training and fighting, and Lupita and all these people, like, they've all did their, like, they really put in work for this. And then they got help. I don't know if Rashad, you saw that, but they got help from, like, Donald Glover on, like, writing, some of the writing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, he gave some he was, like, consulting
Yeah,
them
Z,
on some
hey,
of it, like,
hey, you heard David like, oh God. Hey, he hates seeing the black man win. Hey, the man got a Grammy. He got an Emmy for directing.
Oh.
I think he got an Emmy for acting. Then he turned around and got a Grammy.
Rashad, he has an Emmy for just living, for just being him. All right, David, this
He just
man
wins
does
at life.
everything right. Okay, David.
He's just a born winner.
Donald Glover Hive.
This is his year, man. Just let the man have his shine for 1 year. We let Chance get the whole year. Joke ain't released nothing in 2 years.
That's real. That's real.
The Chance got his shine, let Donald get his shine, man. So yeah, the great Donald Glover helped them write Black Panther in some parts and continue.
No, he just said he gave some. They said he consulted him, and I was like, he was there to make it funny, like to make some parts of the movie funny. So, and you know, Donald's good at doing that. So that's what he did. I was like, all right, dope. So reading about it, I got more hype this week as I keep reading about it. I've always been hyped for it, but it's like, yo, this is about to be one of them big moments. Like you said, everybody's gonna be there deep. Movie there's gonna be packed. And I'm definitely gonna be in that thing. So yeah, I'm hyped for Black Panther, man. I can't wait.
What did you think about the soundtrack? Because the soundtrack kind of set the tone for the movie for me. Because if the movie is half as good as the soundtrack, like it's already succeeding to me. Like this is one of the better soundtracks that I've heard for a movie since
Frozen.
Yeah. it's been a long time since I've listened to a soundtrack and been like, this is like an album to me. Like some of those songs on there are songs I'm gonna listen to for the rest of this year, and will love for the rest of this year. So, well, I don't know what do you think?
Yo, Eric.
You there?
Yo. I tell you that, but no, but like, no, I've heard like 4 or 5 tracks from it, right? And I was like, it sets kind of the tone of it. Like, this is production that's like, you can tell, it's not just a soundtrack where they just throw a whole bunch of songs together that not like, there's a purpose for each song. And it's like, they took their time. They got some of the best artists on, like, no, it was dope. I mean, you had, first of all, we know how I feel about TDE. They're the best of hip hop. You got all the TDE, and you just got all these good features and good music. It's just a good vibe. It sets the tone for the whole movie. So I was digging it so far. I got to finish up on it, but what I've heard, like, the first 4 or 5 songs, like, yo, this is like perfect. Like, this whole thing it's like a package. I mean, you got TDE with Black Panther, with all, like, bro, like Kendrick and all that. Like, this is perfect. Like, it seems like it happened for a reason. Like, we've been waiting for Black Panther for this to be a movie since 2014.
Yeah.
And that's when they announced it, and like now it's happening. This is the perfect time, man. And then it's happening when Trump's president. Like, I love it. So yeah, I'm with it.
My president was black. Now my president is whack.
Bars.
That's Jeezy.
Yeah.
I can't take credit.
American Dream.
With J. Cole and Kendrick. But yeah, Black Panther coming out next weekend. I guess we keep it moving. What's the next topic? I forgot.
Trade deadline.
Trade deadline. All right, so trade deadline happened this past week. Hawks did nothing except for trade Luke Babbitt. So they got rid of Babbitt. They didn't get rid of Marco for anything. They just bought him out after the trade deadline, after sitting him down.
Who did trade Mac for?
Cash consideration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we lost more money to get Mac, a dude it's not even Shelvin Mac. I thought it was Shelvin Mac. It was some dude named Sheldon Mac without a K. It's like MAC. It's his last name, and he's out for the rest of the season from the Wizards.
Whoa, wait a minute.
It wasn't even Shelvin Mac.
Whoa. So I thought we were getting Shelvin.
No. We got some dude named Sheldon Mac.
So that's why I was okay with it. I was like, okay, cool.
I thought it was
so there's somebody else.
Yeah, from the Wizards.
It's another Sheldon.
Wait a minute. Hey, this is blowing my mind right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the Cavs switched up the entire team.
Yeah.
But I think what the Cavs did, I think the Cavs won the trade deadline just because their main problem, they have 2 main problems, defense and age. So what they did was they got rid of the age problem. I don't know how the new guys are gonna help with defense, but certainly with age, they took care of that problem. And the egos and big names, they finally got off of that tip and I think this was completely management. This wasn't LeBron that was like, I want Rodney Hood, I want Jordan Clarkson. Because LeBron wants the big name guys. He wants a guy, if you ever had a name at any point in your career, that's who LeBron wants. And that's who we saw with this team, and it didn't work out. So I think management finally stepped in and was like, if we're going to flip these guys, we're going to flip these guys for younger talent and guys who can actually play and are going into their prime right now instead of guys that are, way out of their prime. So I think Cleveland won. And I think Cleveland has now put them in position again to win the East.
Yeah, I think Cleveland they were going to win the East regardless, just because LeBron James exists. But I think they made the finals more interesting. I don't think they can beat the Warriors, but I would give them a better shot to at least stick with the Warriors now. Because last year the Warriors just were younger, faster, and they had more depth. This year, at the beginning of the year, it was going to be the same thing because the Cavaliers really just got older. They didn't get better; they got older. But now they got some young athletic bodies that can match up with the Warriors. Like I can see Jordan Clarkson guarding Steph Curry and bothering him a little bit. I can see George Hill being able to guard Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and slide between the two positions. And then those guys also on offense, they don't need the ball to score. They can play off the ball while LeBron handles the ball and sets them up. So that just makes the whole team run smoother because now they got guys that aren't trying to get their numbers, aren't entitled to, well, I got to have this many touches per game, and you're not gonna have Isaiah Thomas at half court with his hands up. I want the ball while LeBron making a basket. We're not gonna have that issue no more. So now it's gonna be a cleaner rotation of players, and the roles make more sense. I still think they're a big man away though. If they're somehow able to get the Clippers to buy out DeAndre Jordan and they're able to bring him in before the year is over, that would put them in the conversation to beat the Warriors.
Probably get Dwayne Dedman. He gets bought out.
Yeah.
It's like DeAndre not giving them $20 million to come to Cleveland.
Yeah. They need a big. They still need a big, but I think Larry Nance Jr. That's gonna be a pickup that's gonna mean a lot too.
I don't think he's gonna play.
What do you mean?
Like they don't usually play young guys in Cleveland.
Why wouldn't he play?
I mean, they ain't got nobody else.
They don't have anyone else.
They traded everybody.
They got Jeff Green. He get a lot of minutes.
Yeah,
I mean, Jeff Green ain't about to play over Larry Nance like that.
Jeff Green gonna play, but he's not gonna play. They don't play the same position. They both power forwards, but Larry Nance is more of a traditional power forward. Jeff Green can play the 3. So, I mean, they can slide both of them between 3 and 4. So they'll play together sometimes. And then they got Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love's hurt. So.
Yeah, finals rotation get kind of tight.
Yeah.
I think that the $64 million question among everything else is, are all these moves that Cleveland has made, all these moves practically traded away their whole team? I think they may have even traded part of Lake Erie to Miami. All these moves that they made, is it going to keep LeBron in Cleveland? Because that was also, I feel like, one of the reasons as to why they pretty much gave away the store and traded all these players. Is LeBron staying in Cleveland, or is he? We know where Eric wants him to go. He wants him to go to Houston, but with CP3. But yeah, you want to go with Houston because you were CP3 playing. But but I want to know if he. Do y'all think he's staying in Cleveland after this year?
No, I think this kind of prepared him for life after LeBron.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought.
I think Altman, he put his foot down. He's not like David Griffin or Danny Ferry when he was in, they panicked. I remember 2009.
Yeah.
They traded for Shaq. They traded for Antoine Jameson, Anthony Parker. They're like, I need to emulate Orlando. And then David Griffin traded multiple picks. They traded 2 first-round picks for Timothy Moskow a few years
Wally
ago.
Zerbiak. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Wally Zerbiak.
Wally Zerbiak, Antoine Jameson,
traded
Delonte West. That was all this. Ben Wallace. That was all the same trade deadline.
Yeah, traded first. Traded picks for J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert. But it's crazy. He traded 2 first-round picks from Moscow, let him walk. He traded a first-round pick to get rid of Varejao, and because you're trying to save money. And that pick that they traded, they could have picked Kuzma with it.
Yep.
And it's just now this GM right here, he put his foot down. He's like, I'm not trading that Nets pick for no DeAndre Jordan and Lou Williams. We're gonna keep that pick. We're gonna be prepared regardless if he leave or not. And I applaud him for that because it's like everybody's down to him. That's probably why he left Miami, because they didn't have his way either.
Yeah.
And trade deadline is good. I mean, I look at like Los Angeles, the Lakers. You finally got space for 2 max free agents. It's just
hint.
That's good at that flexibility. And then the Clippers, you got rid of Blake Griffin. That was an awful contract. And that's they got some movable contracts in the summer and some flexibility going forward. And DeAndre, he's gonna find out that he should have learned a jump shot or something, like playing with Chris Paul and all these great shooters and JJ Redick, as he's screwed. So I'm just like I saw him on Twitter. He had a tweet yesterday, had a little unhappy face because Jerry West and all them talking about they try to get an extension down with him. They're trying to make moves. It just didn't happen. And he's over here being all upset. I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna be like how it was in Dallas a few years ago. It's like
age is working against him too.
The game has changed.
Yep. Should have went to Dallas.
Yeah, it's like you over here, like Stephen A. talking about he wants to go to Houston, and I was like, they got Clint Capella, who's the same player but younger than you.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, DeAndre, you about to be 30, dog, and you I don't know, he's gonna be
his value's completely dropped now.
Yeah,
his
what
value completely. I don't know. Yeah. Deadline was. We know the bond was Cavs and whatnot. I was kind of thinking like, well, would they actually be this aggressive? I was very surprised by that, by going after somebody like Hood. I think we've all talked about that, like how fond we are of somebody like Rodney Hood. I really like that pick. Out of everybody they got, that's my most. Like, I'm excited about that the most. I think that's exactly what they need going forward. But yeah, I mean, overall, it wasn't like it just wasn't one of the most exciting trade deadlines. But because nothing else really happened outside of Cleveland. But for them alone, for them to press the eject button twice, pretty much in the last 6 or so months, because of Kyrie Irving, I think now it just shows how valuable Kyrie Irving was. And it shows like he really, I don't know if Cleveland ever really appreciated him, but I think now, since they're seeing how they have 2 totally different teams in the same season because of one man that everybody says was a sidekick, I think he's more than a sidekick. So I think this really just showed me how valuable Kyrie Irving was.
Question for you, the big IT fan. What does this mean for IT's career?
That life comes at you fast. I don't know, it's crazy. A year ago, he was MVP, and
MVP candidate.
Honestly, IT, not everybody has the jokes and everything, but the dude was a legit MVP candidate. He had one injury that threw everything up, and I don't know now what he does, because I think Boston. It shows you how good Brad Stevens was as a coach, because I think Boston worked because of the schemes. He didn't get exposed. Everybody in Cleveland was like, damn, he can't play defense. He couldn't play defense in Boston, but you couldn't tell because
Kyrie can't play defense, but it looks like he can in Boston.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everybody's like, okay, Boston, he's there, he's good. Nah, it's just Brad. That shows you how good Brad Stevens is. I'm worried. I don't know what's happening with IT now, because obviously we know that max contract ain't never happening. I think IT's almost 30. He should be 29, 30 now. So we know that's out of the question.
I think IT is the 60th pick we thought he was.
Isn't that crazy coming back? Now he might end up coming off the bench from here on out in his career. He started off being a bench guy.
Yep.
And we thought he can, you know what I mean? He can
trading
be a starter
teams every year.
Journeyman.
Trading teams every year.
Every year, yep. Mm-hmm. And now he's going to end up going right back to where he used to be, which is coming off the bench. It's wild.
I'll say this about IT though. If he's going to go somewhere and earn himself another contract, why not LA? Because this is basically the same setup
Because Lonzo Ball.
he had in. It's the same setup he had in Boston though, where he has to be a one-man team, where he can get as many shots as he need to, because that's how he plays. That's the only reason he was so good, or I say good with quotation marks, because I never really was sold on him, honestly. I knew he couldn't play defense. He was too small to take over a game in the playoffs, which we found out because he got hurt. And now he got even further exposed in Cleveland. I know he had coming off the injury, but he's still good enough to put up 20, 25 points a game.
Yeah, he can do that. He can do that.
So I think he'll go to LA, and the rest of this year, I can easily see him averaging 22, 23, 24 points for the Lakers and earning himself a nice. I don't think he's going to get the max, and I don't think he should want the max. I mean, it should be about winning at this point, but I can see him going somewhere and having a role for a team. I don't know who would take a chance on him. Maybe New York, somebody like that, pair him with Porzingis, especially after Porzingis comes back off this injury. I know they're going to probably want to be really careful with him coming back. So they really don't have anyone else.
Yeah, the Knicks take anyone.
Yeah,
They're rebuilding, so they need somebody to fill Madison Square Garden, though.
They've been
So
rebuilding ever since Ewing retired.
I see it's always been a part of a rebuilding process. Like every team he's gone to, they've always been like trying to get pieces together. Like when he was in Sacramento, when he was in Phoenix.
that's just kind of what he is, though.
Yeah, and exactly. Like we went to Boston, they weren't supposed to be that good, honestly. Like last year was like they thought they were going to be rebuilding for a little while, and then surprisingly that, and then so it's like he's always been a part of that. I don't know what he's looking for now because it's like he's missed that gap, that window he had of like that was it after this year. You get one shot when you're 5'9", you get one shot at that, really, and then after a certain age, that's it. And I think if he wants to go to a team that's middle of the water or whatever, that that might be able to give him 15 a year, maybe. Like I think that's his best chance. But he's not getting anything more than that. And he might take a role that's gonna be less. He's not gonna be the main guy. I mean, like that's really it. And I mean, he's a good closer. We know he can close in the fourth quarter, but like at his size, I don't think anybody's gonna pay a closer like that much money who's 5'9". That's unfortunately, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks. It's like limited teams with cap space. So I think it's only 6 teams: Atlanta, Dallas, Philly, Indiana, both LA teams. They only got cap space, and it sucks for him. Looking back, I applaud him for playing through that injury, but that probably ended for him right there. Just playing through that hip injury, like if it was that bad where you missed so many games this past season, you shouldn't have played. I mean, like Boston, even if he was healthy, was not going to beat Cleveland in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it sucks for him.
He didn't think so. I think you're right. No, like that shows you how just the league is. Like it's, you want to give your all, but damn, sometimes they don't even appreciate like that. Like he gave his all it was all for 1 year pretty much. Like he gave all that led up to him was 1 year, and that's all he was able to give it. Like his best, that's it. We're not gonna see another year like that from him. And then you end in an injury. It's like damn, like that just shows you how. Like there's nothing promised in the NBA. Like you get one shot, and then these teams don't have any loyalty, so they didn't care. They knew. I mean, I think they had the whole issue with the trainers, didn't they? They said that he lied about the trainers or something like that.
Supposedly,
yeah, like that whole thing. Like, yeah, like that shows you like give your all to these teams, but don't kill yourself in an organization because they're gonna do you like Danny did him. I mean, he let him go. He didn't care.
Y'all think this is the last couple of months for D Wade?
Yeah.
I got a feeling could be.
I think he got 1 more year.
No, he signed a 1-year deal with Cleveland, didn't he?
Yeah, he signed a 1-year deal.
He's got Gabrielle Union. You don't need to play basketball.
Yeah, that's it for D-Wade. That's why he was okay with going back to Miami. I think he knows this year. So if he really cared about playing another year, he could have signed with Miami in the offseason and went back there and had one more ride.
He only went to Cleveland to win the championship.
Right, because he thinks he still can play. And then he kind of got, I think
it's 36.
Oh yeah,
35, 36. Yeah, he's washed. He's done.
And he has had a lot of injuries, so it's really like he's 35 or 36, but his body's like 45 or 50.
No legs.
And that was even when he was in Miami. He had like a 40-year-old body when he was in Miami when LeBron first got there. When he had to have breaks in between games. That was it for the D Wade of old. That was it. I mean, he could do it every now and then. He could turn it up and get together for maybe 1 out of 3, but he can't even do that anymore.
I think he got his meniscus removed in college, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
I know he was averaging
Yeah,
like I think like 18 last year with Chicago.
Yeah,
So that gave me hope.
But the Chicago situation was a complete mess. I mean, I know he went there primarily because that's his, that's his hometown and everything. But basketball-wise, it just wasn't a good fit. It just wasn't a good fit for him. And plus, like you said, he's just way over the hill at this point. He's just way over the hill. He's done. Like, he got championships. I mean, he doesn't really need, like I said, he got championships. And let's also not remember who he has wrapped around his fingers, so he doesn't have to, he does not have to play back. You are set, D-Wade. Yeah. Just retire. Have your retirement press conference.
All the groceries.
I mean, I don't need to see D-Wade play another year for him to gain respect from me. Like, he will ultimately go down as one of maybe the top 3 or 4 shooting guards of all time.
First ballot Hall of Fame.
He's a first ballot Hall of Fame. He has nothing else to prove.
Springfield, you should be working on his bust right about now. If you aren't working on his bust right about now, you're asleep at the wheel.
Yeah. If Tracy McGrady got in.
Oh yeah. And Dwight Howard's gonna get in.
There's no way D-Wade is not
here
getting
we go.
in first ballot.
You hear this? You hear this, Eric?
I didn't hear nothing.
The more they say,
we don't know what you're talking about.
Jeremy
had to bring up Dwight Howard. Really? Paul, come again?
Jeremy agreed with him. We talked about this another time. He was like, "Yeah, Dwight's the Hall of Famer." I was like, "Yeah, I told you."
Oh my God.
Hey man, no. Vince Carter and Dirk, they can never retire because when they retire, that will crush my soul.
Vince Carter is still throwing down dunks. Like, he 41, he's still throwing it down like he's in his 20s. Like he's still in the dunk contest.
Hey, Eric, you following the Rockets moves lately?
I just saw it.
Oh, you did?
They're burning, right?
Say again?
No, they getting Joe.
Oh, they getting Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, Joe gonna get that money, man.
No,
Hey, ain't Texas another state where it's like no taxes?
No state taxes.
Yeah.
The
Joe
Rockets
gonna
got
get
a
that
new
money
owner with
man.
that dude Tillman Fertitta. He trying to bring a hockey team to Houston.
He said,
he loaded.
I was like, dang, he saw he played in California, so I gotta get out of here.
that man, Joe, man, he gonna get that money.
Get that money, Joe.
He's like,
7.25 ain't nothing to play with in Cali.
Joe Money Man Johnson.
He's like, I ain't never played in California my whole career.
Man.
That man Joe gonna get his money, man. Joe need to have a panel after he retired, how to maximize your NBA career.
Yeah.
Cause I don't think anyone is doing it like him.
The real reason.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good comparison. He's
like the real reason. He said, I don't care about none of that. I want to get my cash.
Yeah. Darrell Reeves got that one ring with the Patriots, and he signed for $15 million to do that. So for 1 year. So
he didn't want to come back.
He was like, they were like, you want to come back? We'll sign you to a long-term deal. He said, I don't want it. I'm good. I'll go take some money from the Jets now, because now they think I'm still good. They gonna pay me because they gonna have nostalgia.
Yeah, you still think he got that Revis Island thing going on. Revis Island being bought out.
Yeah, he got cut.
Yeah.
Miami was going crazy over Wade last night.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they were.
Yeah, they love him.
I love their jerseys, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I love
the Southeast ones. Yeah, Southeast. Yeah.
They should just make that their permanent jersey.
I wish Atlanta brought back the throwback moves in high school, man.
Oh yeah. You talking about the yellow ones?
Yeah, yellows. They had them Sharif jerseys.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all was in high school then?
Yeah.
I was in elementary school.
I'm gonna catch you on that. I'm digging.
Oh man.
At high school, I was like the yellow ones.
Yeah, that's
I'm
high
probably
school,
the
man.
only one that actually likes the Hawks.
I know the y'all know the other ones that they never actually wore in a game, but like they sold them in the stores, the black ones.
No.
The black Sharif ones. It's like black and
like
then yellow stripe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
yellow.
so.
Yeah. Those were hard.
I like those. And the green pistol peeps. Those were nice too.
Yeah. They still wear those.
Basically, every jersey they have, except the one they got now, look good.
Right.
The ones they have now are good.
No, they're not.
I don't
Yes,
like
they are.
I don't like the blue ones. When they had that blue era, I didn't really like those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the previous era.
Yeah, I didn't like those. I like the white ones they had, but I didn't like the blue. I hate those.
These are a little better. They trying to go back to the old colors, but the what you call, I really like the yellow ones.
Yeah, just take a note from the Wizards, man. They went back to the Bullets jerseys. The Hawks can go back to the Dominique era jerseys. Anything. Anything's better than that.
I love the Dominique era.
No. When they wear those, it looks weird, bro. With baggy shorts, it looks weird.
Well, the short shorts coming back.
Yeah, short shorts. John Collins wears short shorts.
Yeah, he
He
does.
does.
But I guess we can all agree the Hawks lost the trade deadline, and Cleveland won.
The Hawks worry me because it's just the standings are very close. There's not very much of a difference between 1 and 9, and it's just Dennis and Bays keep them in games, and it's just like I like y'all over here thinking they looking.
Bagley.
They ain't looking at Bagley, they looking at Wendell Carter, man.
No. Don't bring that joker back in. And then, hey, I was watching SportsCenter showed a clip of Donich yesterday. He after a foul, he threw the ball over the basket and it went in. And they're like, "Oh, Donich." I was like, "Please don't stop this hype for Donich, because I know these jokers.
You know they were gonna do it.
I know these jokers. They better not get the first pick and pick Luka Donich.
If they pick Luka Donich, I promise you I'm done. That would really make me upset to the point where I would not watch the NBA for like 20 years.
I don't know.
I promise you I would give up.
It's like he just. Oh, it's like you didn't pick no European guys this year.
You gotta win the lottery
like
first.
Man, I don't want to hear that, man.
You gotta win the lottery
I'll take Wendell Carter over Luka Donich any day of the week.
Yeah, it's like Trey
Somebody's
got
on
Trey
deck,
got the
man.
most hype. Like I seen, I like watch TV. I was like, damn, this dude just played for Oklahoma. They got hyping up all his games like he's somebody. I was like,
What y'all thinking about if we get 6 or 7, would you take a chance on Porter?
Yes.
yeah.
It's talking about Porter. He might come back
If you
during the SEC tournament.
at that point in the draft, if you looking at either Trae Young or Michael Porter Jr., I'm taking Michael Porter Jr. because Michael Porter Jr. The only reason he's not number 1 right now is because he's hurt.
He's hurt, yeah.
Trae Young came out of nowhere, and I don't trust him. I don't think they try to compare him to Steph Curry. He's not Steph Curry. He's more of Buddy Hield because he shoots 50 times a game. If you're gonna shoot 55 times a game, you gonna hit some of those shots.
Right.
Just based off.
Steph Curry, man.
No, he's not. He doesn't have the handles of Steph Curry. He's not as big as Steph Curry.
Steph had in college. Jeremy, you tripping?
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Steph Curry did not have a handle in college.
Go watch Buddy Hield's highlights and watch this kid play. They play exactly the same.
That's not Buddy Hield. They went to the same school. That's the only thing they got in common.
I'm telling you. But he's Buddy Hield. Steph Curry was scoring 30 points, but he was shooting 20 times. Buddy Hield's, Sexton's way better than Trae Young. I'll take Sexton,
He a
Michael
dog,
Porter.
man. He a dog. That's what the Hawks need. The Hawks need a dog. The Hawks need someone flashy, and he from Atlanta.
We don't need another. We don't
Wendell
need.
Carter's from Atlanta, but I don't want Wendell Carter. He's boring.
I'll take him too.
Butts in the seats, Phillips.
I'll take him. Trae Young and Luka Doncic are the 2 most overrated players in this draft.
I don't want someone who came from Pace Academy to be my star player.
Wow, Davey, you know you're a Kings enthusiast. It's so ironic that we're making these comparisons between Buddy Hield, Steph Curry, and this Trae Young character. Who was it that Vivek Ranadiv first compared Buddy Hield to when he decided to bring him to Sacto?
Steph Curry.
Exactly.
Oh, they're wrong.
They're wrong.
They're wrong.
Yeah,
They
he
have
said,
Golden State in me, so that's what it is.
Nick Stauskas was a hybrid of Steph and Clay.
Yo, Stauskas was my dude coming out of college. I thought he was gonna be like the truth, cause he can dunk and he can shoot threes.
Yay. So can John from Penitentiary.
Facts.
Wow.
That means nothing.
But you got anything else to say, Eric, before we go off?
Hey man, y'all be easy, y'all hold it down. A-League for life. I got it tatted on me. You know what I mean?
Hey, already, bud.
You got a tattoo?
Hey, free Eric, bud. Free Eric.
Nice.
Y'all boys hold it down, man.
Already, hold on. You got to stay on for the sign off.
Oh, okay, let's get
All right, episode 67 A-League podcast. My bad. They kicked us out the building. We in the car. Everybody just go around sign off.
It's David Norwood, D Norwood 90.
Jeremy Johnson, Clark _Kent _75. I get the Superman on.
Eric, go ahead.
Your boy NBA, my idol is Quincy Jones. Okay.
RashadMilligan.com. You can follow me on Twitter at I am Quincy Jones.
Where is that when we recorded it in the car? Akeem Balaam, Twitter, Graham Beyond the W. Check it out.
Yeah.
They got Andy Dalton.